I'm First Sergeant Floyd, Missouri National Guard.
I'm Sergeant Christia, Missouri National Guard.
And what we're doing here today is just sort of kicking it around, discussing points of leadership, tenets of leadership, challenges that leaders face in the military. And we're just going to sort of flesh out those points, talk about some case studies, how you would handle certain things, and it's going to be pretty informal. So we're going to get started and start talking about these points.
This message is directed to our hustlers out there in the National Guard. People who want to rank fast, who want to get as high of a rank as possible in their career and be as successful as they can. How do you get there quick? How do you become a PFC to a first sergeant in 10 years?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. I wish we knew somebody who did that.
You have to spotlight yourself.
Mhm.
Now there's a term called Spotlight Ranger, which means you're only standing out front and trying to shine when people are looking at you. I understand that, as brown noser. But this is different. I mean, you have to actively try to stand out. Otherwise, you're not going to be selected. That's the entire point of being promoted. You're standing out.
Yeah.
So it's trying harder. For me, when I first started, it was becoming a resource for somebody else. Even if it was the wrong instructions were sent by the full-time unit staff to get to a website, but I knew how to get to that website. So I make a little document and send it to everybody. Just with that little action, you have now become the resource for those people. They now start looking to you for the correct answer. So that's a small start, and as you grow, you just try to find ways to be more resourceful to more people.
Yep.
Because you got it figured out. Share that with other people, and then people you start getting noticed for that. And because you're standing out, your name comes up first or more often when it comes to special duties like going to schools, doing a nifty duty like a VIP escort to the Ingus conference, just whatever comes down the pike. They're going to be thinking of who's motivated, and your name comes up. And so as you go to those schools and you get that experience, but you also have to be mindful that when schools come up, you have to be aware of it, and you have to want to go to school as soon as you can. And that's part of the priority that you're putting on the Guard. If a school's coming up in 3 months and you want to be a part of that, you arrange your life so that you can go to that school, because the longer you put off the necessary schools, the longer it's going to take for you to be promoted. And also with the other promotion points as far as having a high PT score and shooting good at the range and having correspondence courses or civilian college credits, that always helps your promotion points. But now the way that the promotion points are figured, there's a lot more emphasis put on the NCOER topics,
Right.
Leadership, tactical proficiency, intellect, develops, trains.
Gets results.
Yeah, and just say that one example, if you're providing a small document to somebody on how to get to a website, what if you demonstrated? You've developed, you've trained, you've led.
And you got results.
So you're starting to fill in those bullets even though you don't know it. And I only made that document because I wanted to do more than zero and put in a little discretionary effort that I didn't have to, just to provide that resource to other people. And yes, you're going to stand out, and if people want to resent you for that, that's going to happen.
Yeah. Everybody who's ever told you to, be seen, don't be heard, they're idiots. If you want to be successful in anything that you do, you got to get attention from people. Not negative attention. You got to get out there. You got to be in the spotlight, and you got to perform all the time. You can't take breaks. You can't be saying, "Oh, but I got to do all this stuff over here." You're going to add time to the equation. All of us could be E-aides. It might just take somebody 55 years to get there because he does the bare minimum, right? It's like millionaires. You make $50,000 a year and work 25 years. You'll have $1 million pass through your hands. Time is the enemy to success all the time. You guys got to be out front. You got to get attention, and you got to be doing every single thing you can to get everybody's attention and to be positive impact to the Guard.
Another thing is you have to think 2 ranks ahead. So when I was a PFC, I was thinking as a sergeant. When I'm a sergeant, I'm thinking as an E7. When I was an E7, at my brigade role, I was thinking as a sergeant major. And so as a first sergeant, I'm thinking as a sergeant major. So you're trying to prepare yourself and in your mind prepare yourself for how are you going to conduct that next role. Are you ready to step into it today?
Yep.
Do you know what to do when you get to that job?
Yep.
So if that's in your mind, then you're automatically going to take steps, and your path is going to take you in the direction of being prepared for that next rank. And if you're prepared for that next rank, then you're probably already demonstrating that skill.
Yep.
You're going to get noticed for that, and you're going to be promoted.
Perfect. Yeah. One thing I like to do is I always like to carry in my pocket 2 ranks ahead. In fact, I always find a mentor that's always at least 2 ranks ahead to help me understand and learn how to think of the ranks that I'm trying to acquire. You guys gotta be willing to get out there and be in the limelight and get attention from people. There is no other way to success except lots of hard work, which requires discretionary effort, doing more than 0, and getting the attention of people.
But you got to want to.
You gotta want to.
If you don't want to be an NCO,
Then you won't.
well, then don't be an NCO.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, but this message isn't for those people.
No, not at all.
This
Not at all.
this is for the people who want it. So if you want it and you want to be successful, you want to be an E8 in 10 years, from a PFC to an E8. If you want to be an E4 that got an E6 slot, you got to be willing to get out there and do the discretionary effort and be successful and get people's attention. Period. End of story.
Yep.
Good. So what are you going to do? Leave a comment below. What are you going to do to be successful? What are you going to change right now to get out into the world, get attention from people, and what are you going to do different and add discretionary effort to make a difference in the company that you're with today? Can't wait to read it.